What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the jumps, spots, and lines of sight that I know of on every one of the maps in Advanced Warfare. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the map Recovery, and we're actually going to be covering both sides of this map because it is a two-part map. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is a map where, unfortunately, there just aren't a ton of good jumps and lines of sight and things like that. It's just the way the map is designed. It's not me slacking or anything. I spent a lot of time, so did the one boom, he helped me out with this, trying to find spots, and we didn't find many excellent spots. So I do apologize if this one's lacking a bit, but that's just the map. So the first one that I have for you is something that's pretty obvious to some, but some people don't know about, is right here. You can cover these stairs very easily coming this way, and if enemies come up the stairs from the B flag area, you can easily pick them off from there. Now the reverse to that actually works great for getting a line of sight on the people that are up on top of that building. It's very common as you come up these stairs, they'll try and challenge you, and they expect you to be right here, and this doesn't offer you very good cover. So what I like to do is hop on top of this railing right here, and look at that. You can see right on the top of that building, they don't expect to look through that crack right there. And you have great cover, you have the ability to strafe into cover very easily, and you can pick them off through there, no problem. Now way back here, I have kind of an interesting spot. I'm not actually even going to show it because I don't have hover on, but if you have hover, you can make this jump over to the B flag. So I'll just show you kind of what you have to do. Jump, hover, and then you can dash in the air to catch that railing and mantle up. So it's something you can do. It's honestly not going to be very useful in any situation that I can think of, but just wanted to point out that you can do that. Now right over here, if there's enemies that are up in that area there, a great way to challenge them if you're back here is to hop on top of this, crouch, and you're completely hitting, stand up, look at that. Nice line of sight on them while they're up there. Another option would be to challenge them from down here through this window. You're a very hard target to hit, and it's quite easy to hit them. Now another way to challenge those people in the same spot, instead of jumping up on top of this rooftop like this, which completely exposes yourself, you could push up to here for cover, but you might not have time to push up to there for cover, is from right on top of this truck. You can jump on top of the truck, you're completely hidden, you can kind of strafe out while you're crouching, and you get a line of sight on them. You're not completely hidden or anything like that, but it does give you better cover than they have, and better cover than standing right up here like this. Now right over here is just kind of an interesting spot. You can actually stand on this railing behind this. I don't know how useful this spot is actually going to be in a real game. To be honest, I wouldn't like sit and camp back here. There's really not much purpose. You won't get a ton of kills by doing this. Just wanted to point out that you can in fact do this, and it's just kind of an interesting spot. Maybe you'll use it for infected or something like that. Now right over here is kind of a weird little glitch spot. I normally don't show like glitches, like glitching out of the map or anything. I just wanted to point this out. It's kind of a strange spot. It's not really all that useful anyways. Right here you can see there's a solid wall under these stairs. But if you look at it from this side, you can see right through there, through this grate, it's like that wall isn't even there. And you can see people as they come through that area there. Now you can't shoot through this at all. You won't do any damage at all through this. It completely blocks your bullets, but you could use it as a check spot, maybe in search and destroy or something like that. If it's like 1v1 and you're expecting an enemy to come through there, you can use this to know that your enemy's coming through, and then you know how to deal with him. One more thing over by the C flag that I thought I'd point out that you can do. It may not be all that useful, but hey, you might find a situation where you need to use it. You can jump up on top of this corner of the sign like this, and like I said, yeah, you're pretty exposed up here, so it's not really all that useful, but you can do it. Now it's time to move on to the other half of the map because that volcano is coming. And here we go. We're on the new half of the map now. The C flag is right here. We're starting at the C flag, and just in case you weren't aware, you can capture from right here. That's probably the best capture spot for the C flag, but it's also kind of what they expect most of the time, but it does offer you great cover. Now right in here is a great place that you can crouch. You get a line of sight across there, but you can't really move much there, so you're kind of a sitting duck if they come for you. Now looking through this area right here, if you have enemies that are pushing through this area, maybe they're spawn trapping you at sea and they are rushing through here, you can actually look through these rocks like this, get a nice line of sight on them, you can stand up, head glitch over top, and pick them off before moving on. So it's a great spot to get kills if they're putting a lot of pressure on your sea spawns. Now right next to that, if you mantle up on top of this, look at that, you get a great line of sight down there, where there's some popular spawns. You get a line of sight over to that area there. You get a line of sight on the people that are up on this area. And if you crouch, you get a little bit of cover from them. And you have much better cover than they have in every one of those situations. So not a bad spot, especially if you're sniping. Now right over there is a really popular spot in domination for people to be, because they can defend the B flag quite well from there, and they can lock down this entire half of the map fairly effectively. So there's always going to be somebody there in domination, or almost always, I'll say. A great way to challenge them, instead of being out in the open like this with no cover, is to actually stand right on top of this trailer. You just mantle up a little bit, crouch, you're completely hidden, stand up, and you'll have a perfect line of sight on them, perfect head glitch on them. You can pick them off every single time here with a sniper rifle or an assault rifle. And if they start shooting back, if you crouch, you're completely hidden from them. So this is an awesome spot to challenge those guys. Now right over here, I actually discovered this in the middle of a live stream. There's a bit of an invisible ledge. It's either here or it's on the other one. I can't remember. I think it's on this one right here. This is kind of an invisible ledge that you can jump onto. Oh, maybe I was wrong. I had it right the first time. It was right here. So you can jump up onto this invisible ledge like that. It's really not that useful. Just wanted to point out that it is there. And there's also this corner right here that you can jump into. Again, not the most useful spot, but be aware of people that are camping up here. And there's also the mirror to that spot, which is this corner up here like that. Oh, which you can also get to if you can jump right. There we go. So you can sit up in this corner here. But again, it's kind of a camper spot, and I wouldn't really use it. Now, if you want to watch over towards the middle of the map and lock this entire middle of the map area down, all you have to do is mantle up right here, and look at that. You can crouch and look through here. You have great cover. You're actually very hard to see because you have a darker background. It's very hard to see you through all these little holes in this. You can strafe sideways. You can see a little bit of the capture area of the A flag. It's a great place to pick enemies off if you want to lock down the middle of the map. Similarly, if you want to defend the B flag without completely exposing your body like this or coming up top like that, you can see some of the capture area by just looking through this area here. A lot of people don't know this. It's very good to just check. A lot of the times they're laying down out of the way and you can't actually see them. So this isn't going to work every time, but sometimes they stand right in the middle of the flag and it'll just be a free kill for you. Now for the B flag, a couple great capture spots is right here. I don't see enough people using this capture spot. You can't be shot from up there while you're capturing from this area right here. You can lock down from anybody coming in the middle of the map area. You can easily pick them off. Didn't mean to capture that completely. Oh well, everybody makes mistakes. And another option is just to lay down right here so nobody in the middle of the map can get a line of sight on you. Now kind of a reverse to that C spot where you're looking through the legs of that, there's actually this spot right here. So you can lock down the entire edge of the map or middle of the map by basically sitting back here. You can back off a little bit to change your line of sight up and you can see the entire middle of the map. So it's great for locking that down. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Maps Exposed. Let me know in the comment section below which one of the two maps that I haven't covered next that you'd like to see me do. And I haven't covered Defender or Ascend, so let me know which one of those two maps you'd like me to cover. If you've missed any of the other maps, I will leave a link to that playlist in the description below with all of the maps that I've covered so far. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.